Here I am again. I'm gonna do another recent finds video. I got a bunch of more stuff I've been playing through. Kind of had a couple rain days the last couple days, and been listening through some music. Figured I'd do a video while I can. The first thing I got today is Charlie McCoy, Harping the Blues. Charlie McCoy, great harmonica player, great guitar player. Nashville session guy. Just done some crazy good stuff. I mean, he played on a lot of Dylan stuff. I believe he played on some Beatles stuff back in, like, the 70s. I mean, this is a great album. It's just him doing some like bluesy songs on harp. Great little album. There's a couple little funky songs on there I enjoyed. Next, I got Self-Titled by Dave Patton. Let me take that out of there for you. I'm sorry. Dave Patton. This is, 1971, I think. Buddy Emmons plays steel guitar on this. I'm always looking for funky country albums. This has got a couple good funky songs, but the rest of the album's really killer too. Just good straight up, folky country rock-ish kind of stuff, but great album. If you've never heard it, man, great album. Like I said, it's got a little funk, but a lot of the songs are just straight up country. Great writing. I've been looking for that for a long time. Just found it in the shop yesterday. Next, we got Fred Simpson, a Bakersfield Dozen. Love all that old, the early Bakersfield stuff. Fred Simpson has some great songs. This one I picked up for $1 somewhere. It's good. Still had the plastic on it. I'll grab any of that stuff when I see it. Back in the days when they were trying to be a little louder than everybody else, All right, next we got the soundtrack from the movie, Clint Eastwood's movie, Honky Tonk Man. It's a really good soundtrack. I a long time ago. I had never listened to it. It's got Ray Price and Porter Wagner, Rosalind West, Marty Robbins, John Anderson. It's really good. I enjoyed it a lot. It's a good movie too. I'd seen it back in the day. Not much to say. Just a really good soundtrack. Next, the new Red Clay Strays. This album, I didn't think it could do better than the last album, but they killed it, man. Great album. If you're into, even if you're not a country person, these guys, the guitar is burning on this album, man. They have two guitar players, well, three if you include the lead singer, but they are just a great band. If you've not checked these guys out, you need to check them out. It's on, the album's on gold vinyl. Great album, man. They're probably one of my favorite bands right now. Next, Tomeko Jones and Muscle Shoals. I buy anything that's out of Muscle Shoals. I love that. All the stuff that came out of that area. This is still in the plastic. There's a little more, I'm trying to think of, it's a little more showy than their other stuff, but it's still a good album. But she's a little more Vegas-y than some of the other people, Not a bad album though. If you get a chance, if you ever see it, it's worth it picking it up. 49 Winchesters, Leaving the Holler. Autographed by the band. These guys, I love these guys. I've seen them 4 or 5 times now. Just killer band, killer live, killer guitar player, great writing. This album is amazing, but I mean, I like all their albums, but this album's amazing. It's on, I think this is also on it's on like a mustard yellow vinyl. When I first moved to the South, this is one of the first bands I had heard about, and I'm obsessed with them. Next, we got Oldie, Another Dollar Vine, Moonlight and Roses by Jim Reeves. You know, it's Jim Reeves. I pick them up for cheap. I won't spend a lot of money on them. But, you know, it's got some great songs on it, you know. Mexicali Rose, Carolina Moon. It's good. Like I said, I don't spend a lot of money on his stuff because a lot of his stuff sounds the same. But if I see one cheap, I'll pick it up and check it out. All right, next. I got this on eBay. I've been looking for it forever. It's Dale Hawkins, LA, Memphis, and Tyler, Texas. Another one of those, you know, hard to find funky country albums. Came out in, you know, 69, I think this one came out. But it's really good, really good. He was I think he was a rockabilly guy in the 50s. This was his first album after that. But if you're into that, you know, a little funky in your country kind of stuff, this is a good one to check out. All right. Next, we got Pilgrimage to Rising Fawn. This is John R. Cash, Johnny Cash's son, wanted to get together and do something with Norman Blake, and because he's retired and he doesn't leave his home much anymore, and you know, this album's not like his normal like crazy guitar stuff. It's them sitting around his house doing songs together, and Jamie Johnson's in it. Jamie Hartford, which is John Hartford's son. John Carter sings some songs with him. Carlene Carter was there. A bunch of the Cash family came to do this with him. Really, really cool album. It's on Spotify. You should check it out. And the vinyl, it's like a olive green. It's beautiful. It's a cool album. All right. Next, we got Gene Watson, Should I Go Home? Look at that cover. That's a cool cover, man. I love anything Gene Watson does. I can't believe they haven't put him in the Grand Ole Opry yet. I mean, he's played there 200 times, and they still haven't made him a member. But you know, yeah, they're putting crazy people that shouldn't be in there. It's crazy. But if you're into this like that 70s barroom country, it's a great guy to check out. This is next one here, Pacific Steel Company. It's just a steel guitar album. It's got Tom Bromley, Sneaky Pete, J.D. Maness, Al Perkins, and Red Rhodes on it. I love these steel guitar albums. They're great just for relaxing and sitting in your room, you know, chilling out. Plus, I love Sneaky Pete stuff. Next, Nashville West. This is a Clarence White album. I think they did it after he passed. It's got Gene Parsons on it, and who else is on this? Gary S. Paxton, Gib Galbo, and there's all kinds of people. But I've been looking for a copy of this for a long time, and I went out of town, and was just at a record shop and it was just sitting there. I was so glad to get a copy. It's really good. If you're a fan of his Byrds work, it's a lot like that, the guitar work. This Clarence White was amazing, you know. I'm so glad to find a copy of this. It's such a good album. And last but not least, what I'm listening to right now, King's Record Shop by Rosanne Cash. That's got to be one of the best covers of all time. Love that cover, man. I always buy Roseanne's stuff. Her writing is so good. I had been looking for a good copy of this for a long time. I love that cover. It has Tennessee Flat Top Box on it, her father's song. And I'm just glad to have a copy of it. I might have another video later on today. I don't know, but if you're watching, thanks for watching. Bye.